We like old adverts.
All right, you nerds, welcome to We Like Old Adverts. We like old adverts. That's how the channel works. It's very, very simple. So if that's the sort of thing you're into, weird, old, stupid internet bollocks, then that's what we do. So just subscribe, and I promise you, you'll enjoy it. We are going to look at an advert from the 80s today. It's one of the, it's one of the best periods for advertising, isn't it? Because it's so profoundly itself. And this advert for Cup of Time, which I do not remember, is no different. Let's have a look.
Mummy, my snowman's broken.
When it's not really the end of the world.
Take a cup of time.
When homework's anything but child's play.
Make a cup of time.
In 3 smashing flavours. Pop the kettle on and you've made creamy smooth cup of time.
When you want the most from being together.
Make a cup of
New bachelor's cup of time. It works like a charm.
There are some codified gender roles for you all.
Oh, God, yeah.
They fix snowmen, they do homework, they shag husbands, and they make a wicked cup of time.
And you get properly dressed up for a day at home as well.
Yeah.
Do all those things. Mummy, my snowman's broken. I hate that kid.
Yeah.
I hate him.
Yeah. How can your snowman be broken? What are you on about?
She means he means on the inside. Like
Yeah. He's depressed, Mum. It's really depressed. We don't talk about that yet. We don't talk about that as a society much, really, at this point.
now, I'm not calling her a bad mother, but that cup of time she makes her son after the snowman gate is too big.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna get hurt, lady. It's
Yeah.
like that.
He's going to be buzzing off his tits, frankly, off his little kid tits on chocolate.
I'll be honest. I thought that
How's that not getting demonetized? You can't say kid tits on YouTube.
Well, I guess we'll see.
I thought that this was just an alternative to cup of soup when I first watched this, and I'm like, why is she making him soup? Is that just soup's the answer to everything? And then I looked closely, and on the box it says chocolate. I'm like, oh, it's hot chocolate.
Chocolate soup is hot chocolate effectively chocolate soup if you choose to categorize it as such.
Yes.
I'd like to see what she has got in store when it is the end of the world. Maybe that's another advert where she just pulls out a shotgun. When it is the end of the world, I'm prepared.
Did you see the flavors? Speaking of
They're a cop
chocolate, malt, and malted chocolate.
Yeah.
It's not a third
That's not
flavor.
3 flavors.
You just mix the other 2 together. I can do that. That's like 2 flavors and creativity.
Yeah. The music, though.
Make a cup of time.
Kraftwerk influenced synth pop. Or
It's lovely.
because there's a hint of something a little darker underneath. To me, this sounds like the exact moment that Depeche Mode discovered heroin, and it went from being like jaunty pop to like dark, amazing sort of gothic-y synth, whatever it was they did.
Did everything look ugly until like maybe the 90s? Like, because you look at this, you just think, what a depressing looking place to live.
I don't think anyone's ever said that homework was child's play, because it's child's work. That's why it's called homework.
That's the whole point. I love that the point. I mean, we've said many times on this channel that when you look at the 80s, there's not really a middle class, is there? You got like, oi, oi, Carlin, Black Label, the sort of jaunty working class, and you've got the ambassador you were really spoiling us upper class. And eventually, through social mobility, that mix and the middle class starts to appear in adverts. And I think this advert is where that happens, when a posh woman says, in 3 smashing flavors, using the language of the working classes. Because that sounds mental, right? It sounds really weird.
Is chocolate smashing? I don't know if I'd ever use the word smashing for chocolate.
I mean,
I'd never use the word smashing. I'm going to go there. I'd never use the word.
I like the word smashing. It comes from Irish. I'm a smashan or something like that, which means I am fine. So I'm smashing, yeah.
I use it now.
I think my favourite bit of the advert, as I'm sure all of us is the bit at the end where she reveals that it's also an aphrodisiac.
Yeah.
Like her daughter.
What I like is she gives it to her 2 kids first.
Yeah. Exactly right. Maybe that's what the three flavors are. One of them is basically Viagra flavor for everyone.
Yeah.
But they don't sort of tell you that. You just have to subtly show it to you.
Jim, I don't think Viagra is an aphrodisiac as such. It's more like it's,
On the nose.
it's not like wine.
Whatever.
It's what you have once you've had wine.
Right.
Maybe it's like a Power Rangers thing where you've got your chocolate, you give that to your son, that's fine. You've got malt, you give that to your daughter, that's fine. But when you mix the two together, you get the Megazord of Horn with
Get
your
the
husband.
Captain Planet of all
Yeah.
aphrodisiacs with a
Yeah.
green mullet and everything. It's kind of the equivalent of saying, right, we're going to draw the curtains. We're going to put some sexy music on. Dun, 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 dun. Here, I just made you a cup of Bovril.
Oh, you're gonna get it tonight.
There's 3 flavors. There's meats, there's very meaty, and there's a mixture of the two.
I can't shake the feeling that her husband has come home from a hard day's work in another advert. he's such a like advert bloke from the time. He's like the guy on the train in that Freedom Life Insurance advert we did. He's really snooty and for some reason seemed to be the object of everyone's affections.
Fancy a change, do you?
No.
What a weird end to the advert. At the end of the day, you make a hot chocolate and settle into the sofa for a shag.
Cup of time's a solution to what is cup of time? Like cup of soup, I get, 'cause it's a cup of soup. Has she cracked the 4th dimension? What is
Yeah.
she on about?
It's sort of like time for a cuppa, but a cuppa for me is tea or nothing.
No, 'cause
Yeah.
that's what it is. Yeah, you're right. Because that's what it is. Cup of time, but you can have malt. Malt.
Yeah. If you're having a cuppa, that is a cup of tea. You can't have a coffee. You don't have a coffee when you're. It's just they're trying to get in on a thing, and it didn't work, or maybe it did. I don't know.
Well, I've never heard of it
I don't
since. I've
think
heard
it
of
is.
bachelors though.
Yeah,
Now,
they're
is that a
probably-
family name, bachelors, or is it a load of unmarried men got together and started a soup company?
the Bachelor's Co-op? Maybe I could join.
What you need, Jim, is a cup of time.
Some magic lady. Right, well, thank you for joining us on We Like Old Adverts. And yeah, I hope you enjoy a cup of time. If you want to get in touch with us, everything you need is in the description. And thanks for watching to the end. Give us a subscribe. Tell all your mates. We would like to be bigger than we are. It's frankly boring to not be. So yeah, thanks again for joining us, and we'll see you soon. Bye.
Make a cup of time.